in a particular situation. So it's like a two-way, it's a multilateral concept. It's about you and also about others in a society. And accordingly, when you develop this skill, you will able to influence people around you. So it's a very great skill that we will see then ahead. Okay, so next is key characteristics of emotional intelligence. Okay, so these are the basically the steps of learning emotional intelligence basically. So the first is self awareness. Okay, so this is the first step to understand emotional intelligence. It's about ourselves. We have to start with understanding our own emotions, how we act and how we react in a particular situation, which emotion is a dominant, which emotion we use very rarely. Okay, how we react sometimes impulsively. When we understand, when we keep a track of our emotional behavior in a social environment, in a personal environment, in a professional environment, we will able to understand, we will able to take the first step towards emotional intelligence. Okay, so next step is self regulation. So after understanding our emotions, next step is to control it. Of course, as I said, sometimes it might be a situation where we just become very impatient, very over enthusiastic. We get very nervous, right? We get very angry with someone. So how to control these emotions? In a very a pressurized situation, in a very stressful situation, how can we regulate our emotions so that we communicate effectively? We don't, disrupt our relationships with others, and have a very um, positive environment around us. Okay, the third one is motivation. Motivation is basically the self appreciation, which I think Toastmaster Misha has also addressed in the previous meeting, which is basically you have to appreciate yourself before taking the validation from the external people. Okay, basically you should have a personal satisfaction with your own goals, what you do, how you achieve it, what you have done, what efforts you have implemented to to achieve your goals. So you should have your personal satisfaction first instead of getting validation from outside. If the other individual will appreciate me, then only I will be considered that I'm good at this. No, you have to first take your validation that yes, I'm good at this, I'm confident about it. Okay, so the next is empathy. Empathy is very very important when you are interacting with the second individual. Of course, as an individual, we are not limited to our friends and families, but also our strangers. So right, in our day-to-day life, we interact with different people, and sometimes if even someone comes to you and share his or her problem, so how should we act and how should we react towards that problem? That's what emotional intelligence teaches. Number five is social skills. Social skills, of course, managing relationships. We are not an we are not living in isolation anywhere. We are not living in a house arrest. Of course, like there was a temporary period in the pandemic, but now, of course, as we are in the social, as humans, we are the social animals, and also we are the complicated creatures. So we have to learn to communicate with people effectively, and building strong networks. And that's what at Toastmasters also we do the same. Of course, to build strong social skills, to build our networking skills, so that we communicate effectively and build strong relationships with others. So this is what are the characteristics of emotional intelligence. Basically, these are the steps to learn in emotional intelligence and develop our emotional quotient. Okay, so why do we need to learn emotional intelligence? What is the use of this subject? So basically, having difficult conversations without hurting others' feelings. Of course, we need to make sure sometimes that when we are while communicating with someone, we should how we communicate. So sometimes we need to be very diplomatic. Like it's one of my traits of my communication style that I always try to be diplomatic and try to keep my point in such a way that it doesn't uh, hurt in any way or offend the another person. So this is one of the traits I have. So yes, having difficult conversations without hurting other feelings. Number two is managing your emotions without feeling stressed or overwhelmed. So of course, as I said, we have a lot of stressful situations in our workspace or in our personal life. So how do we manage emotions during this time? It is very important, and that's why we have to learn the emotional intelligence. Improving relationship with others. Of course, we have to manage our relationship with our parents, with our friends, with our companion, or anyone. So while managing the relationship with others, we need to focus on emotional intelligence. How we act and react to their subject, how we interact with them. It is really important. Number four is resolving conflict. Of course, conflict is something which is very inevitable. Sometimes, some or the other time, we might have a conflict with a particular individual, but then how we will resolve it. How it is about peace talks. It cannot be no, I will not talk, and having an arrogance. So it will not going to work. Emotional intelligence will help you how you have to manage your emotions and how you have to get on the discussion table to resolve the conflicts. Number five is coaching and motivating others. Of course, as I said, if you have the empathy, you can motivate others. Of course, if someone is coming to you and sharing his or her problem, and you are just having a poker face, you are not able to react anything about him, and you are feeling little emotionless, then it doesn't make any sense. So you need to learn something coaching and motivating others. So of course, it will help you to become more emotionally intelligent. Number six, number six is creating a collaborative environment. Yes, we are living in a competitive world, right? I want to, defeat him or her. I want to win this, or, we are more in a competition. But actually, the relationships work in a collaborative environment. The networking works in a collaborative environment. So we need to understand how and we can develop a collaborative skills, and we can interact with people. We can build strong relationships accordingly. Okay, so let's move now. It's an activity time. Okay, so now we have learned the theory. Now it's time to get practical. So I will share. We will do some role plays now. Okay, so who will like to first volunteer? I want two individuals for this role play. Who would like to come up? I just stopped sharing because you're. Okay. So okay, so nobody's interested, and I have to choose the people. Okay.
Uh,
So
I can participate. I can volunteer.
okay. Sorry. Is it
Prerak.
Prerak?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Prerak. And who will be the second volunteer? Is it Shreyans?
Yeah, yeah, works.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Great. Okay. So there is one scenario that I will just read out. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, so for this scenario, this is about the two friends. Okay, so consider that Prerak and Shreyans, you both are the best friends. Okay, from the school time, and the friend one, basically, your Prerak, for example, Prerak has borrowed your laptop without asking your permission. Okay, and accidentally damaged it. Means
Mhm.
he has borrowed the laptop for his some urgent work, but he thought that let it be, he's my best friend, so I will just take it away and I will return to it in a while. And he just accidentally damaged it. Now Perak wants to apologize to you, Shreyans, but you are feeling very upset with it because you are very obsessed with your technical gadgets, and you don't like if someone takes your belongings without permission. So now you are upset with it, and you are feeling disrespected that how whoever it is, my best friend or family member or whoever, how can he or she takes without permission? So you are upset with it, and Perak has to convince you, has to provide you the apology, and you have to interact with. So he has visited your house to offer you the apology, and you are very upset with him. You don't want to talk to him. So how will you going to have a conversation? Okay, so let's start. You can take time and think accordingly. Yeah.
So I'm entering his house and hi Shreyansh. I know you are a little upset about what has happened, but even obviously it was unintentional, and I am ready to fix whatever it takes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, I just got to know that what happened, but you should have asked it me first. But ठीक है, कोई ना. You are my friend since my childhood friends, right? So we can't just go on fighting mode with your valued friends, because I know that when I will be needing you, you'll be there for me too.
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, so yeah, let's move on. Let's forget all this. But yeah, you'll have to pay the repair charges, huh?
I hope it doesn't cost a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you
तेरे
so much,
MacBook is
both of
the
you, for
bus.
participating.
तेरे Shreyan's MacBook, your MacBook is
Ah,
broken.
So
Apple
currently
products are like
it's under Apple
we have to
Care,
sell the
so
kidney
it
for it.
won't cost that
Trust me.
much.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Otherwise, I would have to take my words back.
Yeah, no, in case if Prerak is not means if he is not financially viable to offer it, then of course he has to do something. Means he might have to sell the kidney or for that, like the popular meme that
Yeah.
goes with the Apple products, right? So whatever means if you are the best friends and still because of this biggest mishap that happened, and because of that also you didn't break the relationship. That's what works in a social relationship. So like how Shreyans, but actually Shreyans has to react in the situation little anger, but it's fine. His anger emotion is not that much dominant. He's very enthusiastic and very cheerful person.
Yeah.
So he has accepted that okay, fine, my friend has done the mistake. He has, but I will forgive him. So
Hmm.
that's a great thing. And Perak has also shown the courage to apologize, right? So this is again the part of emotional intelligence where if you have the emotion of regret and the emotion you are delivering here. Okay. So for our second role play, we will do one more role play. So who will like to come next? Okay, I will choose Toastmaster Misha and Toastmaster Samarth. Would you like to participate?
Yes, yes, why not?
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay,
Okay, sure.
so the second role play is between a manager and an employee. Okay,
Okay.
so I will consider, let's consider Toastmaster Misha as the manager and Toastmaster Samarth as the employee. Now the activity, here the scenario is, okay, huh, just a minute. Okay, so here the scenario is between manager and employee. Manager is Toastmaster Misha and employee is Toastmaster Samarth. Okay, so employee has been struggling with meeting deadlines and manager has called a meeting to discuss the issue. Manager wants to provide constructive feedback to help employee improve while employee is nervous about receiving criticism. Okay. So I hope you both understood the scenario, the basic structure of the scenario, where you have a meeting, the manager and between the manager and the employee. The manager is looking to provide the constructive feedback about this issue. That why are you meeting, struggling to meet the deadlines, and what is why your performance is declining. Where the Samarth
Right.
is very nervous, he's little nervous, he's little panicked with it because the manager has called him, of course. So he is panicked that she might terminate him, but what will be the conversation between you? Let's start. Okay.
Okay. So, hi, Samarth. I have noticed there has been a significant decline in your performances and have you've not been able to achieve your target. So, could you please tell me what exactly is the matter and what is hindering you from achieving your targets?
Okay, hi, hello. So exactly like the reason because I'm not able to match my performance and I'm not able to meet the deadlines is because that lately I'm not able to manage my time well, and there has been many like backlogs on my work. That's why I'm like struggling a lot to manage and deliver the deliverables on time.
Okay. So, if this is not too much of prying, if there anything that is personal and that we could help you with, which will help you manage your time properly and help you achieve your targets well? Is there anything we could help you with?
Mostly it's the commute time which I face the issue with is because that I like recently shifted and it's a bit like far from the workplace and it takes me around like 2 hours like the total commute time. So that's really like exhaust me and like, I'm not able to work after like coming back home. So that's a bit of a concern. So yeah, if it would be great if there is a kind of like flexibility in working and we can have at least one day like work from home. So that can be a better option, like if we can go ahead with this.
Okay. Apart from commute, if commute was not an issue, is there anything that is hindering you from achieving your targets?
Nothing as such, I would say, but if I may, then yes, like a bit of a issue is that sometimes it is late because I'm not able to get the input from the other team on time, and that's what makes me like to give my output a late. So there's a bit of like a supply chain issue between the teams that we're not able to get the whole like requirements on time.
Okay. So, one last thing is okay, even if this was not the issue, is there anything else that is bothering you?
No, no, that's nothing.
Okay. So what we can do is we can surely have flexible hours because we need to have mental peace. We do not need to exhaust ourselves. We do not need to drain. So we can surely work on the commuting. You can take work from home when required. But and for input, you please let me know so that we can have a discussion with the rest of the team and we
Right.
can communicate those ideas with each other so that they also come to know that your work is dependent on their inputs and they have not provided it on time because of which
Yes.
you are not able to achieve your targets. So based on that, once we have a proper communication and we have set targets, then we can work upon how we can achieve it together, because any target is achievable only if you have proper teamwork. So
Right.
for me, it is important that every member in the team feels responsible and feels comfortable enough to come up to me and communicate their ideas as well as their problems. So I
Right.
hope this has helped you. And if there is anything, you can please come and tell me so that it can be communicated to the rest of the team and we can work on a way out to make sure that you're not exhausted and you're able to achieve your targets.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
A great, wonderful conversation between a manager and an employee, a very understanding manager and also a very confident employee, I would say, to open up with his issues in front of the manager. And that's how, when we are open to a discussion, it really resolves the conflicts, it really resolves the misunderstandings and miscommunication, and resolves a lot of issues, and understand able to understand emotionally each other, right? And it's great how Misha has shown the patience to share the constructive feedback, while Samath has shown, means overcoming the nervousness and shown the confidence. So that's how we, dominate the positive emotions over negative emotions, and that's how we will able to become emotionally intelligent. Okay, so we can do one more role play. I think Sanket has also joined, so we can have a um, okay, let's do. Sanket and Raviraj, would you like to come? Or Tushar, you can also join.
Yeah,
Any
sure.
four of the participants. Tariq and okay, so two more individuals I want for the third role play.
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
Toastmaster Tushar and Toastmaster Sanket.
yeah, sure.
Okay, for the is it there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, hi Sanket. So we will be doing a role play. Okay, we are understanding the emotional intelligence. So I will give you a hypothetical scenario, and you both have to do a conversation accordingly based on the scenario. Okay.
Okay.
So the scenario is like that. Okay, consider now that you are going to celebrate wedding anniversary of your parents. Now you are both are brothers, and you want to celebrate the wedding anniversary of your parents, and you have your own plan. Tushar has his own plan,
Mhm.
and you have a lot of disagreements with each other. You are not able to come up into the consensus. You are not able to come up on the same page. Now, what will be your conversations, and how you will going to make a successful plan for your parents' wedding anniversary? Let's
Okay.
start.
Okay. Okay. I assume Sanket to be my elder brother.
Of course. Of course. So,
Okay. So yeah. So as a elder brother, so what are your plans for our parents' anniversary? I have different plans. I have made plans like as a family we'll go out together for a dinner and celebrate there and invite our family or our friends as well, our relatives to make that anniversary memorable. So what are your views on that?
Hi, Tushar. Me, me being elder brother every year, should I do it? You are also a brother.
Yeah, so that's why
So
I have planned this.
we share our parents. We have the same DNA. Yeah, this
Yeah.
year I have to go. I have to go out, right? It's Dahi Handi next week, so I want to take my
Hmm.
child to a place where they are having this competition. I have to take him there. He's very, has his sights on it. Yeah, can you is it possible for you to adjust this year?
See if we can make it, that will
No,
make our parents happy because we are celebrating at a large level. We are
and
involving other relatives as well. If you are there and you are a elder son, so they will feel more happy.
come on.
And I would, yeah, and
They will
even
feel
the,
happy with you, Nasu Chad. Ladka is with
yeah, 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 but even your son will be happy.
Ah, yes, yes, I agree. Okay, so
Yeah, because he is to like he will be excited to celebrate his grandparents' anniversary.
let's do this.
Yes, yeah,
So this is what I propose. Let's see if it works for you, Tushar.
yeah,
मी काय
okay.
करतो I'll take my I'll go in the I'll take them out in the morning. Say morning,
Mm-hmm.
take them for a misal, vada pav. You know how they love,
Okay.
and you know our
Yeah, I
parents,
know
right?
that. Yes.
Healthy food and them are like miles apart.
Yeah, they are Mumbai girls.
We
Yeah.
have inherited those genes from them, so can't blame them for it. So I'll take them for in the morning. I'll take them for
Mm-hmm.
vada pav, misal. Take them to lunch,
Mm-hmm.
and in the evening, if you can come for a couple of hours or an hour
Yeah.
or two, that would be great. That will make them happy. And we have
Yeah.
limited time with them, so let's try to make the best of it.
Yeah.
And
I
one more
think that
important thing
makes.
before you
Yeah.
say yes or
Yeah.
no, we are splitting
Yeah.
the bill
Yeah.
50-50.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Sanjit. I will make sure that I will be there with you, and in the evening I will take them to the dinner and include other relatives and friends. That will make that anniversary memorable for them. So I think yeah, it's a advantage for our parents. In the morning you celebrate with them, and in the evening I will celebrate.
Sure, sure. Let's do something memorable,
Yeah.
and I'm sure we can find a common ground and make them happy. That's all that
Yeah.
matters,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
That's all family matters. Family first.
Yeah. As you say, Dada.
बरोबर है तुषार, बरोबर. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks.
amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, both of you, to participate. And it was a wonderful conversation. Again, a very understanding emotionally. So, it's a great idea to divide the celebration, with both the brothers, because they were not able
Yeah.
to, maybe because of time constraints or something like that. But Sanket would do in the morning, and Tushar would do celebrate in the evening. It's a great, way to plan out and make it a successful plan for parents. So that's great. If of course if you are in as a siblings, so it's a
Yeah.
great thing.
This is not
And
how I would speak with my sibling. There would be a lot of beeps in the
Yeah.
conversation.
reality,
I enact it over here.
Yeah,
means of
I
course,
think it is a great way to fight in the Toastmasters way. Okay, with our siblings.
okay,
Sorry to button. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, both of you. Yeah, yeah, of course, because we are at a formal platform, so of course we have to be a little patient with what are the conversations we had. But of course, we can make it more ideal conversation, like it like from the reality. So it was great, amazing. We both the participants were understanding and they were having a more open discussion. So this is the general way to understand to improve our emotional intelligence, where we are not only putting our point but also understanding others perspective. So that is the basic aspect of learning emotional intelligence. Okay, so now as we have learned a lot of aspect about our theme, let's move with the real functioning of our club meeting. So we will have a three sections of our club meeting, that is prepared speech, table topic session, and general evaluation. So just like to manage and understand our emotions, in Toastmasters also to manage and learn our language fluency and you know keeping a track with timings, we have a tag team report to support tag team to support us. So I would like to call the grammarian for today's meeting, Toastmaster Misha, to share the grammarian guidelines.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mitesh. Am I audible and visible clearly? Thank you. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Toastmaster Misha D'Souza and I have the privilege of being your grammarian for today. As a grammarian, my role is to help us all pay attention to the correct and effective use of language. Language is not just a tool we use to communicate, it is an art form that reflects the clarity of our thoughts and the strength of our ideas. Proper grammar is the foundation of a clear communication. As Lynn Truss once said, grammar is a piano I play by my ear. All I know that grammar is its power. In Toastmasters, we recognize the power of grammar to convey our messages with precision and impact. By focusing on grammar, we ensure that our words resonate and leave a lasting impression. Sorry. The grammarian's role is crucial to Toastmasters because it encourages us to be mindful of our language, helping us to improve not just in public speaking but also in everyday communication. By paying close attention to how we structure our sentences, the vocabulary we choose, and the clarity of our ideas, we become effective communicators. Now, let me introduce the word of the day for today. As a grammarian, the word of the day which I have introduced for today is resilience. RESILIENCE, resilience. It's a noun. The meaning of this word is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties or toughness. For example, in a sentence, resilience can be used like, her resilience in the face of adversity inspired everyone around her. I encourage everyone to incorporate the word of the day in your speeches and evaluations. It's a great way to expand our vocabulary and challenge ourselves to think creatively. Throughout the meeting, I'll be listening carefully to how we use language, noting any misuses of grammar, as well as highlighting the exceptional use of words. I'll provide the feedback at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator, and I look forward to celebrating the moments of linguistic brilliance that are sure to come. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Mitesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Misha, for sharing a very comprehensive grammarian guidelines and the word of the day. And I hope that everyone in today's meeting uses the word of the day, unlike the last time. So I request everyone to use the word of the day, which is resilience. Okay. Moving ahead with the next tag role player, which is a timer. So I would request Toastmaster Samarth to share the timing guidelines for today's meeting.
Hello, so thank you, Toastmaster Mitesh, and I'm the timer for today. So, being a timer, so if you just think that time is everything, and one, you are only special and you are only valued if you are limited, and time is limited. And just like our time, speech should also be timed, and it has to be limited because if it goes endless, it's not valued, and it has to be within some time. So, as my role, I will be keeping a track of all the prepared speech at what time the speech ends, and in the similar way, I will be also evaluating the table topics and the evaluation. So the timing guidelines for prepared speech is 5 to 7 minutes. I will be showing the cards respectively of the type of speech it is. So just as a demo, I will be changing my background as the online version of the meeting. So just a second. So this will be how my screen will be at the start of the meeting, at the start of the speech. At the end of the first time limit, it will be green. In the middle, it will be yellow. And at the end of it, it will be red. So that's how I will be showing my timing cards virtually, depending on the type of speech it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Samarth, for sharing the timing guidelines. Moving ahead with our third tag role player, Toastmaster Raviraj, who is going to be our counter for today's meeting.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Mitesh. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm your R counter for today, and my job is to listen to all the speakers carefully and make a note of all the crutch sounds, filler words, and filler phrases that they use. So, crutch sounds are like these sounds which we make in the sentence just to fill up the sentence, and filler words are some words which we repeat very frequently, like they include like, but, so these are the frequent words that we use. So what I got was these words, if used frequently in your speech, may hinder, may annoy the audience, and also may hinder the message that you are going to spread among the audience. And as we have seen in the last activity, that two brothers were actually on a fight. Okay. So, what I got from that activity was, when we are in a fight with our family or with our siblings or with our parents, we should not use our mother tongue while fighting. Instead, we should fight in English. Okay. So this is the opposite of what our counter is. Okay. So if we fight in English, most of our time will go into thinking of what words to use, and we will make more use of crutch sounds and filler words, and we will forget about the fight. Okay. So this is opposite of what it is in Toastmasters, but everybody got the point, right? So yeah. that is the our counter, and every speaker, please make sure that you actually reduce the usage of filler words and filler sounds. Yeah, over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mitesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raviraj, for explaining your guidelines in such a humorous way, and we really enjoyed it. Okay, so now moving with our first section of the meeting, which is a prepared speech section. Okay, and for today's meeting, we have a one prepared speaker, that is Toastmaster Mitesh. He is going to appear for his level 2 project 3 speech, and I would like to call Toastmaster Misha once again as a speech evaluator to share the evaluation guidelines for his speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mitesh, our prepared speaker for today. The speech title of Mitesh's speech is The Equation of Learner and Mentor. The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a protege. I wish you all the very best. Over to you, prepared speaker Mitesh.
Uh, just a minute. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Misha, for sharing the evaluation guidelines. So now I would like to call Toastmaster Mitesh to appear for his speech on the stage.
May I give the like timing guidelines first? The
Yeah, you
timer
can share
guidelines.
the
Yeah,
timing
yeah.
guidelines. Yeah, 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 sure.
So Toastmaster Meetup is giving a prepared speech. So the time limit is from 5 to 7 minutes. At the completion of 5 minutes, I will show the green card. Just a second, which is this. At the end of 6 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and at the 7 minutes, I will show the red card. There is a grace period of 30 seconds at the either side of the speech. Thank you. Over to you,
Thank you so much.
Toastmaster
Yeah.
Mitesh.
Thank you so much for sharing the timing guidelines for the prepared speech. Okay, so now I would like to call Toastmaster Mitesh to appear for his speech on the stage. Toastmaster Mitesh, the equation of learner and mentor. The equation of learner and mentor, Toastmaster Mitesh. Just a minute, timer. The speaker is getting ready. Just a minute.
You're on mute.
Okay. Am I audible now? Okay, my screen is visible. Okay, so we can start with the timer. Yeah. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Do you remember your first day of school? Well, I vividly remember mine. My mother took my hand as she walked me to school early that morning. I was crying and pleading with her. Mummy, I don't want to go to school. Please don't leave me alone. She comforted me, saying, Mitesh, school is important. You will make new friends and learn new things. Despite her reassurances, I couldn't stop crying. Eventually, we reached the classroom, but I clung to her hand tightly. Then, my class teacher approached us. She gently asked my mother to leave and tried to comfort me. She offered me water, gave me some chocolates, and managed to calm me down. This early experience still reminds me of my primary school teachers and my first encounter with mentorship. After parents, a mentor is the guiding light in an individual's life, shaping our path with wisdom, support, and unwavering beliefs. I would like to share a story of one of my mentors who played a significant role in helping me overcome one of my greatest fears. As a student, I was generally well behaved and performed decently in my academics. But there was one major roadblock. It was my math phobia. Mathematics always felt like a maze of numbers, formulas, and equations that I couldn't navigate. I often felt like Ishan's character from the movie Tare Zameen Par. But just like Ishan found his mentor in Ram Shankar Nikum, I found mine in Mrs. Chaya Acharya. I remember struggling even with the basics of the subject, but she patiently supported me to start from the scratch and ultimately made me overcome this phobia for life. I want to highlight three life lessons I learned from her. Number one is consistency. To defeat any problem, fear, or challenge, consistent efforts are the game changer. She made me realize that lack of practice leads to under preparation, whereas constant practice builds confidence and leads to success. Number two, embrace the failures. She, uh, she emphasized that failures are inevitable, but not something to fear. Instead of running from them, we should embrace them, learn from our mistakes, and work on improving ourselves. Number three, appreciating our strength. Recognizing and appreciating our strengths is just as important as acknowledging our weaknesses. When we are aware of what we do well, it boosts our confidence and help us focus on achieving our goals. After mathematics, another fear was knocking at my door, the fear of public speaking. That's how I found myself at Toastmasters, a place I consider as a one stop solution for developing public speaking skills. As mentors play a vital role in any learning process, Toastmasters also has a mentor-mentee program to help us in improving our communication skills and achieve our educational goals. My mentor at Toastmasters is Toastmaster Sudha Warrior. I would like to share 3 points that connected me with her. Number one is ideology. Relatability or common factor often leads to beginning of any relationship. I connected with Sudha ma'am on the crucial ideas of public speaking, such as use of personalization and originality in communication. Number two, her style of public speaking. When you aspire to be like someone, that person organically becomes your mentor. The way Sudha ma'am communicates with strong stage presence, confidence, and fluency are the qualities I want to develop as a public speaker. Number three, her style of evaluation. Appropriate and constructive feedback plays an important role in a mentee's learning process. I have observed Sudha ma'am not only as a great speaker but also as a great evaluator. Therefore, her feedback is something I always seek before finalizing my speech. It refines my ideas and significantly enhances my work. In today's world, when information is just a click away, it is easy to believe that we can learn everything on our own. But the real growth often comes from the guidance of someone who has walked the path before us. So, as we continue our journeys, let's remember the invaluable role mentors play in shaping our success. With their support, we can transform our fears into strengths and our dreams into realities. Happy learning and thank you so much. Okay, okay, thank you, Toastmaster Mitesh, for delivering a wonderful speech. Now, it depends on the speech evaluator, but I won't say anything. Okay, so now moving ahead with our next speech. Next speech, we don't have any other. So we'll move to the next section of our club meeting, which is going to be a table topic session and which will be hosted by our Toastmaster Tushar. Okay, so now I would like to call to table topic master Tushar to host our table topic section.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Mitesh. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters, and we don't have a guest today. So, welcome to our table topic section. And this section is one of the best way to practice thinking and speaking on our feet, or in other words, impromptu speaking in a safe and a friendly environment. We will not always have that privilege to deliver a well crafted and prepared speech. We never know when we will be in a situation where we have to speak without any preparation. For example, you are in a meeting and suddenly your managers or client calls you and asks you to provide any suggestions or feedback. Or say you are attending any farewell and you have been asked to speak about the person having a farewell. So today's theme is emotional intelligence. It's so very rare that we speak at length about our emotions. So I appreciate Toastmaster of the Day for choosing such a wonderful topic. So before we begin, I would like to call timer to provide the timing guidelines for the table topics. So over to you, timer
Yes.
Toastmaster Samar.
Yes, for table topics, the timing is like 1 to 2 minutes. So at the 1 minute, I will second show the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I will show the red card. The grace period is only at the lower side, which is uh, sorry, is at the upper side. Upper side, yes. Second, I'm not sure.
Yes, yes.
Yes. is at the upper side. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Samar, for providing a timing guidelines. So let's kick off with our table topic section. So who would like to start first? Any volunteer?
I can go first.
Yeah, okay, Tariq. So choose number between 1 to 10.
1 to 10,
Yeah, between 1 to 10.
7.
Choose any number. Yeah. 7. Yeah, okay. So here is the topic for you. So what stands between you and happiness? Let me reiterate, what stands between you and happiness? Over to you, Toastmaster Tariq.
Thank you and good afternoon, everyone. Happiness is something we all strive for, yet sometimes it feels just out of reach. When I reflect on what stands between me and happiness, one word comes to mind is expectation. We live in a world where we are constantly bombarded with images, the messages, the calls, WhatsApp about what happiness should look like. A perfect job, a perfect relationship, perfect food, a perfect life. But the truth is, these expectations can often set us for disappointment and failure for the life. When reality doesn't match our ideals, we start to feel like we are missing out. FOMO, like we are not what we are supposed to be. For me, the challenge is learning to let go of these expectations and focus on the present moment. It's about appreciating what I have instead of what I have not, and also thinking about what I would need. When I do this, I realize that happiness is not just about something to be found there, but it comes from within. The gap between where I am and where I want to be is often filled with the doubts and insecurities. And once you get rid of it, you will find happiness within yourself. So, in the end, what stands between me and the happiness is my own mindset. Thank you, and over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tariq. Yeah, that was a nice insight into that. Yeah, and happiness is most important emotion to deal with challenges and uncertainties in our life. Okay, moving on to the next. So, who would like to volunteer next?
Okay, I'll go.
Uh, who
Toastmaster
nominated?
Raviraj.
Yeah, Raviraj. Okay. Choose a number between 1 to 10, except 7.
Give me one.
Okay, 1. So, the topic for you is like describe one incident in your life where you feel you didn't manage your emotions well. Let me reiterate, one incident in your life where you feel you didn't manage your emotions well. Over to you, Toastmaster Raviraj.
Yeah. Thank you for such a wonderful topic. Uh, I feel like I didn't manage. There is no one incident as such, but there are multiple incidences which I go through in my life where I feel that I was not able to manage my emotions. Uh, Whenever I fight with my friends or with my family, like uh, at that time, emotions are at their peak. Anger is at its peak, right? And af after the fight, like after 1 day or 2 days, when I realized that, yeah, array, I was just fighting on such a small thing or that. At that time, I realized that, yeah, I actually was not able to manage my emotions at that time. And this is the situation with me all the time. But I can tell you that in our college days, in my college days, basically, frequently I used to fight with my friends over some topics, and there was a disagreement frequently, and the fight used to go on for like some hours or so, and uh, the fight used to happen, I guess, in afternoon, and in the evening we both were used to go to the cafeteria together, and the fight was resolved without saying a word. So that's what I recollect from my memories. And yeah, thank you. Over to you, to table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raviraj. So that was a nice you explained. Yeah, holding anger or frustration is really important to deal with the situation calmly, and one need to take a step back. Okay, so who would like to go next? Can volunteer?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, Toastmaster Shreyans. So choose a number between 1 to 10 except 1 and 7.
4.
Okay, 4. Okay, so topic for you is like describe a moment when you gave someone feedback that required emotional intelligence. Let me repeat. Describe a moment when you gave someone feedback that required emotional intelligence.
Thank you, table topic master, for giving me such a brainstorming topic. So yeah, it happened recently only. So we were sitting at our living room dining table, my mom, dad, and my younger sister. So there was a disagreement between my younger sister and my mom, dad, and she didn't handle it very well. So she got pissed off. She ran away into her room and she banged it, and so the situation was pretty tense. So I went up to her and I explained her that what needs to be done, because I faced similar situation when I was at her age, right? So I went to her. I told her that this is not the way you manage the situation. This is not the way you talk to the parents, because we know that if we hurt or if we say anything to anybody, it will hurt their feelings, right? And if we keep us into their place, so it doesn't seems right. So I went up to her and then I explained her that what needs to be done, how you can go up to them, how you can apologize to them regarding what you have done. And she was pretty much then understandable, and she went up to there and she talked with my parents, and yeah, the situation was pretty solved. So I was gladful that yeah, she took my advice, because she doesn't take any of them. But that day she took one, and now things are pretty well. And she, whenever there's this type of disagreement again with parents or anybody, now she handles it very well. So yeah, that's an example. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Shreyans. Yeah, that's a nice way to give feedback to and to deal with our parents or siblings. Yeah, thank you, Professor Shreyans. Okay, okay, moving on to next. So who would like to come next?
I can go next. Toastmaster Prerak.
Yeah, okay, Professor Prerak. Okay, so choose a number between 1 and 10 except 1, 4, and 7.
2.
2. Okay, so the topic for you is like, how do you de-stress after a bad day at work? Let me repeat. How do you de-stress after a bad day at work? Over to you, Toastmaster Prerak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tushar. And so I have recently joined corporate world, and after joining that, we all have our own set of imaginations and expectations from the corporate that it will be uh, a bed full of roses, but it's not like that. And there are days when you don't feel good, and there are some days, I am sure it happens with everyone, where you don't where you feel very stressed. So recently, I have also had a few of those days where after work, when I come back to my home, I don't feel that energized or something. So I usually go back to things that I like. I like playing guitar and listening to music, and these are the things that I do after a bad day at work to de-stress myself. And these things let me let me take a step back also and think about why the day went wrong and what are the things that I can do to improve myself, and so that also these days don't come very often in my life, and I can see that pursuing things that I like to do and spending time with these things have improved my resilience as well, since um, resilience as well. And yeah, these are the things that I like to do after a bad day at work, and these things help me distress. Thank you, Toastmaster Tushar.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Prerna. Yeah, so one need to be resilient in dealing with situations like stress, anxiety, or a bad day at work. Yeah, okay. So who would like to come next? I think we have Sanket, Misha, and Mitesh.
Okay, I would like to go next to Master Tushar.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Master Mitesh. So the choose a number between 1 to 10, except 1, 2, 4, and 7.
Number 5.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the topic for you is like what role does emotional intelligence play in effective leadership? Let me reiterate. What role does emotional intelligence play in effective leadership? Over to you, Toastmaster Mitesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tushar, for such a wonderful topic. Yes, I believe emotional intelligence play a very major role in leadership role. When you are playing a leadership role, at that time, emotional intelligence play a vital role. Just like we have done a role play just now between a manager and employee, how Toastmaster Misha handled the situation. You know how she motivated Toastmaster Samarth, because at a managerial level, at a leadership level, he has to I mean she has to be at the front foot. Motivating her team members, to work together and work in a collaborative environment. So of course you need a lot of you need to be emotionally very open with everyone when you are at a leadership position. So of course emotion even in during the, if you say, in academically also, I would say in MBA classes, it is the emotional intelligence is also taught in an MBA curriculum also, where they also teach about how at a leadership position you have to be empathized with your team members, how you have to understand others' perspective, how you have to make the consensus between the team members. So of course, these are all the qualities that a leader should have, and for that a leader should learn emotional intelligence. For example, if you are as a teacher, as basic as if you're a teacher at a school, then of course you have different minds in front of you, right? And you have to deal and different at a different level. All the students have their own emotions, so it's a very something you need to maintain a connection with them. So of course, this kind of roles definitely need to have a good emotional intelligence, and that's why I believe that emotional intelligence play a major role in leadership role, in a leadership position. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Postmaster Mitesh. Yeah, I really agree. Like, it is imperative for any leader or a manager to have emotional intelligence when dealing with the team members, at the same time dealing with the stakeholders and creating a safe environment for them to improve their productivity. Yeah, I agree on that, Postmaster Mitesh. So we have only Misha and Sanket remaining. So who would like to go next? Oh, Sanket. Okay, over to you, Sanket.
just choose
1 minute. A
Yeah,
reminder for
Misha.
everyone to please use the word of the day. Sadly, I have not heard anyone using the word of the day. Please, please, you still have time to use the word of the day. It's
See,
resilience.
Raviraj has used
Resilience.
Yeah.
yeah, Raviraj and Perak has used the word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll call you.
Okay. Okay. So, Sanket, you have.
You choose a topic for me.
Okay. So, I will choose topic like number 9. So, the topic for you is like what kind of behavior or a people makes you angry? What kind of a behavior or a people makes you angry?
What kind of people, what kind of behavior, or what kind of
People,
makes
behavior
me
or
angry?
kind of people makes you angry.
Okay. Thank you very much for this intriguing topic, Toastmaster Tushar. I usually don't have a short fuse. I love to get along with people. I'm happy. I give people their space. There are few things that really tick me off. One, most probably, is people who are, in a sense, what you call entitled. You people, if you look around yourself today, there's a lot of disparity amongst everything. People, you will find certain people who make 10,000 rupees a day with a family of five, and they will still be happy. And then you'll find someone who makes 10 lakhs a month with no family and crib. Cribbing is fine. What that person doesn't realize is the person who works, 12 hours a day is far more happier and far more resilient, facing a lot of things, a lot of adversities that this person is not. That's one thing that really gets my goat, so to speak. Other thing is which when people are really trying to pull each other down. We have a crab mentality in our society per se, and that stems from a lot of things, that there is so less things or let's say spots one can get, and so many people vying for it. We don't celebrate each other's success. We do not appreciate each other's uh, finances, or not I'm sorry, glories. All we do is try to pull that down. If someone is successful, we either attribute it to luck, we attribute it to gender, we attribute it to nepotism. We do not see what the hard work that person has done. So these are few things, and thing that really bugs me the most is all of these things. And there's no way I found yet to deal with them. And if someone who knows better, stress management techniques, please do let me know. I'm all game for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanket. Yeah, we will really approach you for such stress management sessions. Okay, so the last one to go is Toastmaster Misha. Okay, so the numbers remaining are 3, 6, 8, and 10. So which number you would like to choose?
6.
6. Okay, so the topic for you is like how do you respond when a coworker challenges you? How do you respond when a coworker challenges you? Over to you, Toastmaster Misha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tushar, for that thought-provoking question. Challenges keep coming every day at work. It actually depends on what kind of challenge am I facing at that moment. So rather than getting carried away or getting worked up with the challenges, it is imperative to understand if responding to that challenge is a need of the hour. If not, then I just work upon what I have to achieve. And if a coworker has specifically challenged me regarding something which I'm already aware of, any shortcoming that I'm already aware of, I make sure that I actually thank them for making me aware of my shortcoming, and work on the shortcoming, or work on which I already, because you need to be aware of your shortcoming. So if that person has made me aware or pointed out that particular shortcoming, also if anyone challenges me, I try to include that particular person in that challenge, because since that person has taken that initiative to challenge me, it would be good if that person becomes a part of my journey towards completing that challenge, because that's how we all grow together. So if you are pointing out someone's shortcomings, that means they have seen something in you, and maybe they might have some solutions as well. So it's always nice to take up challenges and also take constructive criticism as well as constructive feedback from the person who has challenged you. So that's how I go about it, and that's my time. Thank you so much for the question. Over to you, Toastmaster Tushar.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Misha. Yeah, it's really crucial for everyone to take the challenges as a constructive feedback and take that as a learning and improve. That will help us to grow as a leader or as a individual. Yeah. So with this, I think we are
Sorry to
ending.
interrupt, Toastmaster Tushar.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Samad can also be volunteer, and I'll be taking the
Oh,
time.
okay. Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
I
Okay.
can easily like time myself. I'm using my phone for the timing, so I can
Okay,
just
so
time myself.
it's perfect for you, right? It will not distract.
Yes, yeah, so I
Okay,
can time
Oh,
myself.
okay.
Just a second.
okay. That's great,
Yeah.
Mr. Samar. Okay, so you have number 3, 8, and 10. So which number you would like to choose?
I'll go for it.
8. Okay, so the topic for you is, are emotions a strength or a weakness? Let me repeat. Are emotions a strength or a weakness?
Okay. Thank you, David Topic Master, for these amazing topics. So, emotions are strength or weakness? I would say both. Because if something you cannot manage, it's a weakness. If something you can manage, it's a strength. So, one thing which I have learned so far and what I have experienced that to feel the emotion is involuntary, it's like a nature. But to show the emotion is the choice. So, feel anger is you feel it, like there's you can't control the feeling, but to show it, to express it, it's a choice. So this is what I live by and I practice, and I feel that it's more important to choose where to show emotion and choose where not to. So if you're in front of your boss or in front of your parents, you have to make a concise decision like how to tackle this. So how either to react or to respond. So basically, I feel that not always like you have to choose like who is the audience, like whom you are saying, and the more resilient you are, if in like not in controlling your emotions and making sure that you think like what will be the consequences of what approach I take in between reaction and in between like reacting and responding, you will be like successful, and second will save many relationships in your life. So that's what I've learned so far. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Toastmaster Samar. That was a wonderful response. Okay, so with this, I conclude the table topic section. So I am handing over to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mitesh. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tushar, for hosting such a wonderful Toastmaster session, table topic session. And thank you for aligning all the table topic questions with the today's theme. So everyone was in a sequence. Okay, so now as we are moving with the finale of the club meeting, which is general evaluation, which is our third section of the club meeting. So now I would like to call Toastmaster Tushar to share the general evaluation session. Sorry, Toastmaster Tariq
Tariq, yeah.
I
to start the general evaluation
I'm
session.
fine if Tushar do it, right? I'm okay with that. Anyways, all right. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are doing great. Today's meeting, which was themed around emotional intelligence, has provided us with valuable insights into our understanding and managing our emotions, as well as of those of others. Emotional intelligence is a crucial skill, not only in our personal lives, but also in our roles as a communicators and leaders. As the general evaluator, my task is to review and assess the meeting as a whole, including the performance of our role players, and to offer constructive feedback on what went well and where we can improve. First, let me commend our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mitesh, for setting a thoughtful and engaging tone for the meeting. Your introduction to the theme was insightful and you skillfully tied it into each segment of the meeting. You kept the energy level high and transitions were smooth, which helped maintain the flow of the session. Your ability to connect with the audience and reflect the principles of emotional intelligence in your leadership was evident throughout. If I were to suggest a thing, I think we are not measuring the time for the Toastmaster of the day as well. Today we had a less presence, but at the same time, we need to be mindful about the time that we spend on the starting of the topic. It should not be 20 minutes. It should be done between 10 to 10 minutes is the max that we can allow for Toastmasters of the Day speech. Moving to our prepared speech. Our speaker, which is again Toastmaster Mitesh, did an excellent job of incorporating emotional intelligence into their speeches. And for the evaluation, we have Toastmaster Misha, who will evaluate Toastmaster Mitesh's speech. But before that, I would like to call upon timer Toastmaster Samar for giving the timing guidelines. Toastmaster Samar, over to you.
Yes, so for the evaluation, the timings are 2 to 3 minutes. I will show the green card at the 2 minute, yellow card at the 2 minute, 2 minutes, 3 seconds, and red card at the 3 minutes. And there is no grace period, so it's just between 2 to 3 minutes.
We do
Thank you.
have a grace period of 30 seconds
Okay,
for
we have
the
so okay.
evaluation. Yep, that's okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samar. And for the speech evaluation of Toastmaster Mitesh, I would like to call upon our seasoned evaluator, great communicator, Toastmaster Misha.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Tariq. Mitesh, I just loved the speech. The speech title, The Equation Between a Learner and a Mentor, was very specific and was self explanatory. So you made sure that it is easy for everyone to understand what exactly is the purpose of your speech. Although you can use the equation between a mentee and a mentor because that makes it more precise. Moving on, I would like to say the way you started the meeting, the way you present your meeting using a PowerPoint presentation is great. I always enjoy watching and listening to your speech because your speech has a visual presence of a PowerPoint presentation. So I really enjoyed it. You started the meeting with an acting sequence which you made sure has vocal variety. So I really commend that. You made sure that we understand what exactly is the situation you want all of us to understand. The purpose of the speech was fulfilled as you talked about mentoring and a mentor in Toastmasters and in life in general. I would like to commend you on the use of good language, good vocabulary, relatability, and relevance in every matter. You have made sure that you achieve exemplary, you are exemplary in every matter. I I really liked how you did not use any pointers or any notes, and you made sure that you memorize your speech. Like a PowerPoint presentation is given, you just use you use the tagline, and then you explain the whole line or the whole point. That is how PowerPoint presentation is given, rather than reading out from a PowerPoint presentation. So that was a great thing that you did. The speech was very organized and it was a structured speech which where the opening, the conclusion, and the body were connected to each other. Although since it's an online meeting, I have some recommendations, like the camera angle for the online meeting could have been worked upon because the camera angle was not proper. You need to have it in sync with your eye. It was at an angle, so make sure you work on it. Apart from that, use of more body language and hand gestures. You could engage with the listeners using some interaction or some questions. You did not talk about enough about, you did talk about your shortcomings, but you did not talk about enough about how did you overcome your shortcomings and how have you improved. Also, you did not talk, you can also talk about how you would be as a mentor when you are in this Toastmaster. You did not stick to one way of giving a prepared. I would rather recommend you to not stick to giving prepared speeches in one way and explore creativity by using props and musics and presentation in a more visual way, using more of images. Apart from that, I really loved how you made sure that you use those pointers which have been given to you by your mentors, and you have made sure that you inculcate that in yourself. I have thoroughly enjoyed listening to your speech and evaluating your speech because it is a learning experience for me as well. And I hope this my evaluation has helped you to inculcate something in your future speeches. With that, I conclude my evaluation. Over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Tariq.
Thank you for the great evaluation, Toastmaster Misha. And indeed, I probably have no items to give as an input to Toastmaster Mitesh. If I were to suggest few things, When you are using PowerPoint presentation, just ensure that you are sliding the PowerPoint presentation as you go with your speech. So what we saw is like for 2 to 3 minutes, there was just one slide. I'm not sure if you just prepared one slide. If it is just one slide, you could have flashed it and you could have, focused just yourself and stop the PowerPoint presentation. That is point number one. Point number two is when you have mentoring and you give an example of Toastmaster Sudha being your idol, being your mentor, right? You can actually quantify. You can quantify how much is you as an individual seeing an improvement in your leadership, in your communication. You started proactive communication. You started, and you take Toastmasters as an example. You started creating the posters, speaking on in the meetings, creating an agenda, right? So these are all the items which has helped you for making a progress in your objective of being a great communicator and being a great leader. Overall, fantastic speech, and we would like to hear a lot more speeches from you, Toastmaster Mitesh. So kudos to you. Okay, moving ahead with the evaluation, I would like to call upon now our great role players for giving the report. First, I would like to call upon our timer, Toastmaster Summer, to give us a timing guidelines on timing report.
Can I just share my screen?
Sure, please.
So as you can see, everyone has qualified. Toastmaster Mitesh took 6.45 minutes for his speech. In the table topics, everyone has qualified. Toastmaster Tariq took 1.49 minutes. Toastmaster Raviraj took 1.43 minutes. Toastmaster Shreyans took 1.34 minutes. Again, Toastmaster Perak took 1.34 minutes. Toastmaster Mitesh took 1.55 minutes. Toastmaster Sanket took 1.58 minutes. Toastmaster Misha took 1.43 minutes, and I myself took 1.34 minutes. And the evaluation, Toastmaster Misha took 3.28 minutes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samad.
Thank you.
I would request Zoom Master for start preparing the poll for the role players. Thank you. Moving ahead, I would like to call upon our R counter, and mind you, in the Toastmasters meeting, R counter is a very important job. So without further ado, I would like to call upon our R counter, Toastmaster Raviraj.
Yeah, let me also share my screen. So first of all, thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Tariq. And I'll start with my evaluation. And before starting the counter evaluation, first I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Misha. You were just 2 seconds away from the disqualification. So yeah, kudos to you. And now let's go further with our report of our counter. Uh, Toastmaster Mitesh did a very wonderful job in his prepared speech. So kudos to Toastmaster Mitesh. And also in table topic speeches, Toastmaster Tariq, Toastmaster Sanket, Toastmaster Samar, and even in the evaluation, Toastmaster Misha didn't use any of the filler sounds or filler words. So kudos to all of you. Now let's move on with what do we speak impromptu in our impromptu speeches or in our impromptu roles, like in the role of Toastmaster of the day, or when we are actually doing the role of evaluation. Most of the things we say are impromptu, right? So in that, I can see that the most common crutch sound we use is okay. In between any sentence, what I can say is we use many times, and this is the trend of everyone. So make sure everyone that uh, consciously you should moderate the speed, where if you should check if you are speaking too fast, or whether it is improving if you are speaking slowly, if you are reducing your speed, and consciously try to reduce the crutch sound in your speech. Okay. And also some filler words like so we have used. So is a common filler word that everybody uses in his or her speech. So I also would like to say that consciously try to moderate your speed, which will in turn tell you where the improvement is and how you can improve your filler words and crutch sounds. Okay. And this is all with my report. And again, congratulations to all of you for taking all the roles and participating today. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Tariq.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raviraj. We all are resilient and we have shown our resiliency by taking up the roles where we have a less attendance as of today's meeting. So with that, I would like to call upon Grammarian for giving us the Grammarian report. Over to you, Toastmaster Misha.
Mama, एक minute. Yeah. Hi. Am I audible and visible?
Yeah.
Okay, just a second. Okay. So we have had really, really good words today. And very specifically, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Mitesh. He has brilliantly used very great vocabulary in his speech. Most of the words which I'll be saying are from his speeches. And apart from that, we have great people using excellent vocabulary. So some good words are disparity, consistency, embrace, emphasize, inevitable, organically, brainstorming, unwavering, poker face, conflict. So these were the great words. Please also, the word of the day was used by Raviraj, Prerak, Sanket, and Tariq. So thank you so much for using the words, and thank you so much, Toastmaster Shreyan, for pointing that out. Since I was busy in that evaluation, I might have missed out, but thank you so much for being my co-grammarian for today. Moving on, I do have certain certain recommendations for everyone. One thing which I saw today is a lot of people use Hindi while they're talking. So how they use is like, "Arey, ki," so usne what he said ki. So I thought so that's how you use it. So make sure you do not use it. The our counter will agree. These are also kind of filler words and crutch sounds which we use while speaking, and these are not even in English, which is the base of Toastmasters. So make sure you do not use Hindi words or Hindi fillers while talking. Apart from that, okay, there are certain phrases which were used. So someone said it is existed. Actually, the phrase is it has existed. Someone, okay, we keep using very much, these kind of words. Okay, so much vast, rather than using much vast, you can use one word: enormous, gigantic, or colossal. Okay. Okay, most of us while talking or asking a question, what do we say is, what is, for example, okay, what is emotional intelligence is. So in this sentence, we used is twice and it does not make sense. How either we use what is in emotional intelligence or what emotional intelligence is. This is just an example. Make sure a lot of people do this, and we do not even realize that we have used is or twice in one sentence. You just need to use it once. The placement can vary. The meaning remains the same. Okay, so someone said having a arrogance. So you do not say a arrogance. You can say being arrogant or having arrogance. A arrogance is incorrect. Apart from that, someone said on a fight. It's in a fight, not on a fight. Okay, this word is mishap, mishap, mishap. This means something bad happening. So when something bad happens, it's a mishap, like misunderstood or misinterpreted. It's like that. And it's not mishap, it's mishap. There is no misha, it's mishap. Okay. Okay, moving on. Someone used okay, what kind of people make you angry, and not what kind of people makes you. When it's people, it's make. And if what kind of person makes you angry, so if it's one person, it makes, and if it's multiple people, then it's make. So that was all. And thank you so much for being a patient listener and being so cooperative when I point out so many grammatical mistakes. I make sure that I try to imbibe something when I play my role, and you have been a great audience. Thank you so much. Over to you, General Evaluator Tariq.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Misha, for this detailed evaluation on our grammar. And I would like to suggest you only to take every grammarian role on every Sunday so that we can actually learn a thing or two about mishap. I was under the impression so far that it is mishap and it's not mishap, right? So these are the things that we would like to learn in our every Toastmasters meeting. And if I see the compounding effect, if I take these learnings in a year, I could be playing a role of a grammarian tutor, right, for the Toastmasters and for my kid as well. So kudos to Toastmaster Misha for having a great evaluation for our grammar usage. So we'll move on with our general evaluation for today's meeting. We have completed all of the role players report as well. So we'll started meeting on time. So 11:05 is we started. We didn't wait for anybody else. All of the technical testing, everything was done superbly fine, and it was smooth. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Shyams kicked off the meeting with high energy level, and then the Toastmaster of the day, which I evaluated earlier as well, had a great theme for today's meeting, which actually connected all of us because it happens to all of us, no matter in what stage of life we are. So kudos to the Toastmasters of the day and the Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Shyams. Going to the speaker did a fantastic job. I evaluated speaker as well. Going to the evaluator, Toastmaster Misha, you did a fantastic job in order to find out what are the nuances of the evaluation while evaluating the speech by focusing not on the content, but focusing on how the person has delivered the speech. And we are having a evaluation contest next week, so I'm sure like you would be the top contender in the contest without any competition. I would say that. Moving on to the role player. Toastmaster Samarth as a timer did a fantastic job. He actually did multi-hit while he participated in the table topic as well. So he tried to track his own timer, and that's actually a little bit stressful job for that particular time period in Toastmasters meeting. But he did fantastically well. Moving to the grammarian and sorry, moving to AHA counter, Toastmaster Raviraj did a fantastic job. So much detailed evaluation is what we join Toastmasters meeting, because sometimes we can't evaluate ourselves because we feel that we did everything right, correct? So we are our worst critic. But if somebody tells you and points out that these are the things that needs to be improved, again, it will take us a little bit farther and one step ahead where we are after every Toastmasters meeting. So kudos to Toastmaster Raviraj. Going to Toastmaster Misha, again, great grammarian report and nothing much to add there. Evaluating to a table topic master, Toastmaster Tushar, you did a fantastic job on bringing these topics, which is actually relevant to the emotional intelligence for the theme that we had for today's meeting. And you also gave chance to everyone, right? So which is actually a good way to conduct any of the table topic session. You brought a lot of value by adding newer topics. So if I look at last 10 meetings of Toastmasters, each and every meeting has a unique concept of the table topics. Unique concept, which actually triggers our brain cells if you think about it. That every time when we focus on the table topic, it gives us a little bit different perspective, a different here also allow us to hear what everybody else thinks about those topics. Correct. So a different perspective will always adds a little bit more wisdom in our thought process, right? So a great table topic session, Toastmaster Tushar. If I were to add few more things in our meeting, till the day before yesterday, we were under the impression that we will be having the open house today, but that didn't happen because of the low turnaround. So we had a meeting now shifted to online and full-fledged Toastmasters meeting. Again, I would like to call upon everyone in the meeting to showing the resiliency towards how we can switch and quickly turn around the things. So kudos to XCOM and kudos to everyone who participated, Toastmaster Shreyans, Toastmaster Raviraj, Toastmaster Mitesh, Toastmaster Prashant, and then Sudha as Toastmaster Sudha as well. We don't have her here, but we were constantly chatting if we are not having presence in our open house, what should we do? And we took a decision that we'll conduct the meeting. We'll not give up and we'll cancel the meeting because I was under the point last yesterday that okay, if there is no open house, let's cancel the meeting because it will be too short of a time for everyone to start taking up the role and preparing for that, right? But then the resiliency that we shown is the show must go on, which is kudos to all of our team members here who are part of our Toastmasters club and the XCOM as well, who just in an hour took a decision and turn around the thing. So congratulations to all of you, all of us for conducting the meeting and keeping the lights on our Toastmasters meeting. One thing that I would like to call upon is when we create a poster, let's put our meeting number as well, because when the guest joins, they would actually be able to identify which how the maturity of the club is, right? So if we are having 170th meeting, for an example, that means our club is now getting mature. We are having 170th meeting continuously. That is like almost 2.5 years, right? Or probably 3 years almost, correct? So that actually shows a tenure of the club as well, which is ongoing. And it's a proud factor for all of us, right? Because when I see other people sharing their own club meeting, right? They have 300 meeting, 400 meeting, 700 meeting. That means the club is operating from past 5 years, 7 years, 10 years down the line, right? So that is that would be a good one to do that. The final conclusion for the meeting. Today's meeting was a wonderful showcase of how emotional intelligence can enhance our communication and leadership. The ability to recognize, understand, and manage our emotions as well as those of others which is around us is a powerful tool that we all have practiced here today. I encourage each of you to continue developing this skill both within and outside of Toastmasters. By doing so, we can not only become better speakers and leaders, but also more empathetic and understanding individuals. With that, I would like to officially close the meeting. Oh, sorry, we have the polls as well. Sorry about that. Of course, without the polls and without the awards, we cannot close the meeting. So
I will
apologies.
be starting the post. Till then, Toastmaster Mitesh can give his closing
Over to you,
remarks.
Pastor Mitesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tariq and all the tag role players for providing a detailed evaluation. Okay, so now with my closing remarks, I would like to share some recommendations how you can develop emotional intelligence at an individual level. Okay, so let me just share once again my presentation. Just a minute. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So how to develop emotional intelligence as an individual. Okay. So some exercises that I believe I'm looking forward to follow, and that's why I'm recommending it to everyone. Okay. So the number one is journaling. Now it's a very common and it's a very prevalent kind of exercise that we can do. You know, to jot down what kind of emotions we feel in our day to day life. So you can in a journal you can maintain a diary where you can just talk about what in a particular situation in a day how you reacted, how you acted and reacted to a particular situation, and you can make a track on it. Okay, this is what I have reacted and what next time I can do better. Means I how I could have managed my emotions in a better way. So journaling is a good record of maintaining your track of emotions. Number two is active listening. Of course, in our communication also, when we are, if you want to be a good communicator, we have to first be a good listener. And active listening is one of the exercises where you can develop your emotional intelligence. Understanding, listening to others' perspective is really important. And that's why I believe active listening is when someone is sharing something about his thoughts, about his problem or whatever, you should first listen to him or her patiently, and then you should share your feedback to him or her. Number three is educational courses and training. Yeah, we can try take up some courses on emotional intelligence because it is the subject in its own. It is a part of psychology, but I believe we can take up some courses and training on it. What are the different techniques, and how can we understand the human behavior, and we can develop it. Of course, if we want to take up more leadership roles in our future, emotional intelligence is something we need to train ourselves. We should have a good emotional quotient to deal with people. If you're in a people's role, means with professionally, if you're in a people's role, we have to deal with different individuals, and that's for I believe that we should train ourselves, we should educate ourselves how we can manage our own emotions as well as understand other individuals' emotions. So that's all from my side. Now I would like to okay, so now I would like to hand over the Surgeted Arms Toastmaster Shreyans to share the results of the polls.
Toastmaster Shreyans, you are on mute if you are speaking. Okay, yeah. You need time? That's fine. Absolutely.
I
Can I?
was just drafting the message, and the results are very
Yeah,
surprising.
we have to take the screenshot also actually.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
meanwhile we take the screenshot. Okay, so is
Yep.
someone taking up because my laptop is little bit.
Just a second.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Please
Toastmaster.
everyone look at the camera.
Yeah.
Who is clicking?
Yeah, who is clicking? I thought Toastmaster. Wait, I'll click. I'll click.
Please, I thought that you would only do it.
Just a second.
Okay, I have clicked.
I can click now. Yeah. Smile. Perfect. So Toastmaster Tariq, will you be declaring results, or I can
Yeah,
do it?
send me the
Yeah.
details. You WhatsApping me?
No, directly on Zoom chat.
Okay, fine.
The big three is surprising.
Oh, okay, all right. So I have the results with me. Um, so the tag role player, of course, our very own, the grammar expert, the grammar coach, Toastmaster Misha. Congratulations, Toastmaster Misha.
Thank you.
For the best speaker, we didn't had any contest today because we just have one speaker. So Toastmaster Mitesh by default becomes the best speaker of the meeting. The next one is the evaluator. Again, no contest there as well. So Toastmaster Misha again becomes the best evaluator for the meeting. For the table topics, speaker Toastmaster Tariq, that is me. So thank you everyone for voting me. For the big three players, and this is surprising, which Toastmaster Shreyans was saying that it's all tie. So all of the big three is getting the big three award for today's meeting. So I congratulate all of us who has taken the big three role for conducting the meeting so smoothly on time. We are completing also on time, and the feedback that Toastmaster Misha has given, Toastmaster Raviraj has given, and Toastmaster Samath has given, right? Let's take it into the consideration for improvement of our speaking and leadership abilities. Thank you, everyone. I officially close the meeting. for today. If I were just request you to stay in the meeting for another 5 minutes, I think that would be great. We have some announcements as well, and we need everybody's suggestions as well for the next course of month for the month of September. So the next Sunday we are having the evaluation contest at the club level. So I think we have already opened the nomination. We have few nominations already poured in. So I would suggest you all to be participating into the evaluation contest, right? And at the club level, it is more of your playing ground. So it doesn't matter if you fail or you, feel that you have not done well. It doesn't matter. What matters is for you to participate. And the next time when you take up the role or you do the evaluation, you should be improving. So improvement is the objective and not the winning. Okay. So I would suggest everybody to take a participation on that. That's number one. Number two is the week after we are having the humorous speech contest. We have low in nomination. I would suggest Toastmaster Sanket to specifically nominate himself for the humorous speech contest because we would all like to learn from your experience and your wits about the humorous speech that I'm sure you are going to give a fantastic humorous speech. But I would suggest everyone to participate in the humorous speech. Okay, that would also be a sounding board whether the humor that you feel that is a humor or not. You know, so at the end of the meeting, you may feel that you have done well, but nobody laughed. Okay, but that's also a learning experience, correct? Because then you will probably try to do the course correct between, how you should be treating humor as when you apply jokes on your colleagues or on your friends. Okay, so please please participate in that. The
Is that
week
on
after,
8th September?
yeah, that's on 8th of September. That's correct.
Okay,
No,
I
it's on
want to
15th of
participate.
September.
Yeah, because on 8, I think we have
Ganpati
festivals, so
Ganpati
we will
Visarjan
have.
is there, right? On 8.
Just a minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Then
if
Yeah,
we
that's
have
what
to
my
postpone
suggestion
actually. If
is.
that is the case, and if we are having low in participation at the club level, we can postpone. That's fine. So give us like 2 to 3 days, and we'll adjust the timing accordingly. Because if we feel that a lot of members are out for the Ganpati Visarjan, for the festivities, we'll put it after that. So that's absolutely fine, adjustable. But we need to finish the contest before 22nd. That's what we committed to our area director as well.
Mhm.
So let's finish that. 1 or 2 weeks is fine. That should be okay. We were planning to do the open house session 2 weeks later, which is like around um, 15th of September. So we'll put open house on 8th, or probably we'll have a open house on 22nd because there is no timeline for open house. And we'll try to close all the contest and the open house session by 22nd of September. That is the target for us as a club. The final announcement is about the renewals. You must have seen all the posters for the renewals as well. I have requested Toastmaster Prashant to give the payment details so that we can do the renewals. I will share a couple of DCP points and the pointing guidelines as well, which I have received from Toastmaster International, which is going to be counted. So I'm going to put it there as well. And there are around 8 points, and I'm sure like we are able to get all the 8 points as we start, participating in the contest, doing the timely renewals, have the renewals of the past members, also the new members coming in, correct? So this is going to be very easy for us in order to sustain our club membership as well as the DCP points as well. So let's target that. I would suggest everybody to finish their renewals by next Sunday and encourage other team members also for doing their own renewals. So with that, I think we have covered all the points. Thank you everyone for spending your Sunday afternoon with a great meeting that we had today. And I wish everybody who have won, congratulations, and have a great day ahead. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you so much. Have a great week ahead.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
thanks everyone. Bye. Happy
Yeah,
Sunday.
thank you, everyone.